I think the chaos of this music accurately describes what's going on in chat right now. Why are we counting? I'm so confused. I mean, it looks like everyone just kind of got together and started counting before the stream even started. You've reached 140. I hate to be your combo breaker, but it looks like you guys are having fun there. I appreciate it. I mean, that's, like I said in the last stream, I kept myself entertained in much the same way as a kid. I just counted. And, you know, seeing everyone get together and count collectively like that it's something else. You started on your 16 accounts? Was it all you, not YOLO? What the heck? Either way, welcome everybody back to Fibrous Farm. Happy to have you here. Over 6,000 fiber collected. Is that accurate? That seems like so much fiber. But it's not anywhere near enough at the same time. We are closing in on fall, though, which means that there's a potential, once we get to fall 2nd, for us to get the community quest that will inevitably unlock fiber seeds. And at that point, the floodgates are open, and we'll have to revise our strategy entirely, but please don't count all stream, by the way. It's a fun novelty once. Doing it for an entire 3 to 4 hour stream might get a little grating. Just, you know, a word of caution, but, you know, I appreciate y'all having fun. Alright. Your sound was off, you didn't know Argon was here. Well, here I am, watching all of you count to high heaven. Hey there, Lisa. Count up to your fiber count. That seems like it would take a while. Especially because my fiber count is going to be ever increasing throughout the stream, in theory. Anyway, let's get a poll going, as I often do at the start of these streams. Living hat today? Question mark. I'm feeling good! Exclamation point optimism. I think there's a solid chance that we get the living hat today. What makes me think that? I mean, I don't have to have a reason, do I? That's the beauty of optimism. I guess that's kind of blind optimism, which is not always great. Like, you can be optimistic that, like, if you swallow a cyanide pill, it's not going to kill you. You can be as optimistic about that as you want. It's probably going to kill you. Not to be morbid right off the bat, first thing in the morning here. First thing in the afternoon for me, I guess. Before we get into things here, 95% people think we're going to get the living hat today. That is the optimism you love to see. Before we get into things, we do have a little bit of fan art to go over. Just one piece submitted in the short period between streams here, the short turnover. And what a piece it is. Look at this from Winterline13 over on Instagram. Hydrate, don't dehydrate. I actually, inspired by this very picture right here, I went and got a water bottle and filled it up before the stream. I don't always do that. Sometimes I just have, you know, like a soda or something on hand, but I actually have a full water bottle. That was me drinking the water. Usually I mute for that, but hydrate, don't dehydrate. It's an important message. And I appreciate it in this beautiful rendition of Chloe to go along with it. Thank you very much to Winterline13 on Instagram for sharing that one. Remember to hydrate, folks. Nightbot even might join in the fun there and tell us to hydrate at some point today. Nightbot might have actually... Yeah, Argon, don't forget to hydrate! Nightbot's right there. Perfect timing, Nightbot, as always. Alright. Thank you very much to Winterline13 for sharing that, and to all the fan artists, of course, who have shared fan art over the months. If you'd like to share your own fan art, exclamation point Discord, or the link to the Discord in the description. There's a fan art channel over there. Let us know how you want to be credited. If you want to be credited, you can also tweet it at me, at ArgonMatrix, DM it to me. However you yearn to get it in front of my eyeballs, short of, like, showing up at my domicile and, like, taping it to my window so that I see it when I wake up in the morning, that would be a little far for fan art, but any digital means are probably fine. Alright. Bring it back to the pre-stream here and let me open things up. Welcome in, everybody, all the new arrivals. All right, Stardew Valley, load in, Fibrous Farm. Here we go. I'm also gonna have to mute the music here because we go in-game music for Fibrous Farm. All right. There we go. My inventory is so full, I must have just like gotten to bed in such a hurry at the end of the last stream. I don't even remember that. All right. How was all your guys' night? I had a very like strangely vivid dream last night. And it was like, it wasn't strange in the way that that dreams are normally strange. Ooh, good luck day. We actually try to get a little deeper in the mines, because we're still trying to get to the bottom of the mines in theory. So maybe I'll focus a little bit on that today if I can. It wasn't strange in the way that dreams are normally strange, where it's like, oh, it just doesn't make any sense. It's wacky. It was strange in the context of the dreams themselves. It was like an actual cogent, coherent storyline and through line to the dream. It was wild. It was like a scene from a Pixar movie in my head. It was starring I'm gonna not like go through the game right now, not play the game because this is important to get this out of my head. It featured the scene in question. It featured a swan as the villain of the movie, an animated swan who thought he was a shark. Okay, and he had this bluish, like sea foam green pompadour on top of his head, and his beak was full of like these little teeth that he had like, you know, crammed into there to look more like a shark. And he was very like a very enticing villain. Like, he was very boisterous, very charismatic, and he had, like, this lieutenant who was this giant bee, like a bee the size of a house. The more I talk about this, the more I realize that it is just a nonsensical dream. And the bee was very just, oh my goodness, she was not, she was a no-nonsense kind of bee. And, I don't really remember what happened during the scene itself. I remember the swan villain saying "vicious" at one time instead of "vicious." He was making a joke. It was really funny. And I remember a large crab unearthing itself to attack the castle. And there was like there were like a bunch of like human-sized mice on the back of this crab. I don't know where there was more of a storyline to it. Maybe I should have written it down as soon as I woke up, because I swear I remember more details than that, but there you go. There's my dream journal. I hope you liked it. Sorry, you might hear my chair squeaking. I'm trying to just, like, get oriented in a proper, comfortable spot. All right. Now let's actually play the game. Someone mentioned in the comments as well of the most recent Fibrous Farm VOD that these hops might actually be a decent source of food, which I totally didn't even think of. Like, now that we've used all the hops that I have for or that I have to for the community center, so we can just rely on those for food now if I want to. Also closing in on 5 blueberries for quality crops, and we have our first piece of quality corn as well. That'll go through the fall, so that'll be pretty nice. Hopefully we get the quality blueberries in time for summer to be over here. Before summer was over, I should say. Down to 6 salmon berries. I think, honestly, I'm going to take some of these hops out, because if I'm going to try to get deeper in the mines today, because it is a good luck day, I might as well have some food on hand. Let me also grab a weapon. I probably need to water my crops as well. That might be a smart idea. Too much Gatorade before bedtime, it sounds like. It's possible. It's possible. I did drink some soda a few hours before bed, so there's a possible chance that impacted my dream, my mental state. Tim Beeb! Yo, drive-by pet, you love to see it. He's so happy to be part of the show here. Little clay as well. We're going to need to do a significant amount of clay farming when it comes time for fiber seeds. Just be prepared for that when it does eventually come to pass. We're going to need a lot more clay than 14, I'll tell you that. Speaking of resources for that, we actually have our mahogany seeds already growing here. It's looking pretty nice so far. let's go ahead and... Oh, did I get any extra fiber? I don't think so. Oh, I did get some extra fiber. You know what? I'll let it go for right now because I don't have my scythe on me. But I'll keep that in mind for later. No game audio. 1 second. Oh, you're right. There's no game audio. What the heck happened? Why is this not translating as game audio? It was fine last night. Let's see, advanced audio properties. Let me see here. See if I can fix this. Properties. That's the one. That should be the right one anyway. Debugging on the fly with Argon Matrix. You hear me fine, but do you hear the game audio? Like there should be music right now from in the game, but it doesn't look like it's coming through. It looks like it's just my mic coming through. So let me do this. I'll remove this. Then we'll just add it back in. One second. This should do the trick, I think. I gotta get... That's the one right there. Add that. Click that. Okay, that looks like it's working now. It might be too loud, because this, I think I had this like reduced a little bit before. Let me know if that's too loud or too quiet or whatever. I'll put it right about there, and we'll see if that works. Good now? We got it? Alright. Problem solved. The rain you hear was coming from your own game. I mean, it's definitely not raining in my game right now, so that's definitely... that makes sense. Alright. That's good? We're good? Okay. Alright. Anyways, back to this swan dream, though. I don't know, this... The only thing I really, like, remember as vividly as I want to about this dream is that swan. It looked like such a, like, a crazy Pixar villain. It was wild. It was like... Oh gosh, I wish I had any, like, artistic capabilities at all to, like, try and describe it to you or show it to you. But alas, I do not. Maybe something to work on. Alright, can I get to floor 100? I'm gonna try my darndest. I've got the good luck today. I don't have an upgraded pickaxe, so this is a little painful. But I believe. Given enough time and patience and energy, I can get deeper. Is there a specific reason to go deeper is a great question, honestly. I mostly just want to get to the bottom of the mines to say that I did. I should also be going out of my way for these rocks instead that only take 2 hits as opposed to the ones that take 4 hits. Just, you know, efficiency and all that. Draw it in MS Paint. It would not... I think it would ruin the mental image in my head if I even tried to draw it, because I would just be so disappointed with the final result, and I'd be like, oh, never mind. At least it isn't a scythe. Touché. Been there, done that. That's for sure. Reporting for lurker duty from bed. Yo, Koji. Hope you feel better soon. Happy to hear that you're at least, you know, good enough to type. Good to see you. Get some well wishes for Koji. Koji, please. Koji is sick, so I don't know. Is there like a get well soon emoji? I honestly don't know. There's got to be something akin to it, right? I should not be going for that gold ore. That's that's just not efficient at all. All right. Get yeeted. These hops are actually pretty nice for energy here. But I should, you know what, I'm going to get rid of the last of these salmon berries so that I don't have to worry about having that extra stack just hanging around, looming over my head. Argon Love, that's a good one. You have the day off from school, hence why you're here. Isn't it like the first week of school for most people? How do you get a day off school I mean, maybe you're sick or something, which, you know, fair play. But if, like, the school just gave you a day off, like, not even a week in, they're like, all right, that's enough school for you guys. You deserve a PD day. Tell you, man. I swear, PD days, like, what does that even stand for? Professional development days? Does anyone actually know what that even means? The poll is still on, it's true. I should turn that off, probably. Labor Day weekend, you know what, that's reasonable. I always forget about Labor Day. Happy Labor Day weekend to everybody. All right. 80% of chatters today do believe that we will find the living hat. I count myself among that 80%, even though I don't get to vote. So there you go, 81%. But that still doesn't answer my question. Like, what's a professional development day? A PD day? We had those all the time during high school. Like, every so often it would be like, oh, this Friday or this Monday you get off because it's a PD day. And I'm starting to think that that doesn't actually mean anything. And that it's just, like, an excuse for, like, people have the day off for some reason. I don't know why that would be the case. But go off, I guess. Makes for families having a longer weekend, which is supposed to take that sting out of having to go back to school the day before Labor Day. What doesn't mean anything? Professional development days. Is that just a thing, or like where I'm at, or like in my school, or is that... I thought that was a kind of universal thing, PD days, where you get the day off school on like a Friday or a Monday usually. Sometimes even like Thursday and Friday, they give you like a 4-day weekend. Never heard of a PD day? Did your teachers also get PD days off? I have no idea. I didn't talk to my teachers on that regular basis. No. I would assume they would probably take those days to, like, catch up on any, like, work they might have to do. Or maybe they'd take it off as well. It's hard to say. That's not a thing where you guys are? Alright, I guess maybe it was just my school. Kind of like how we had Texas Donut Days and Pizza Fridays and all that sort of stuff. Ooh, a little Omni Geoda. Do I really need the Omni Geoda is the question? Probably not right now, honestly. If the teacher didn't get it off, it was probably the same as a teacher planning day. That sounds probably right. It's like a teacher planning day, professional development day. They kind of elicit the same reasons for having them off, right? It's like, hey, you kids are getting on our last nerves, so we need to take a day off from you in order to actually, like, focus on getting all the work done that we couldn't otherwise. Can we get some heart emojis for just teachers in general in the chat? I don't know if there are any teachers in the chat specifically, but teachers don't get enough love or appreciation for what they do. So I know going into this new year of school, it's going to be hard for a lot of students and teachers alike. Do I take the Ruby or the Magma Geode? Or do I swap something else out? You know, I'll swap out the Solar Essence. Teachers, this one's for you. This is the teacher appreciation stream. At least this portion of it. Teachers have your respect, you can never do it. I think I could do it. I think I have the right sensibilities to be a decent teacher, but I don't know if I ever would, because I feel like it would just be so draining. Oh, it would depend. It would depend on, like, what you're teaching and who you're teaching, like whether you have, like, a good class or a bad class, but, like, over a teaching career, you're bound to have some, like, bad students in classes, no matter what you're teaching, probably. And I don't know, I think I would just get too much in my own head about it. I think that, like, if students were failing, it was, like, entirely my fault and my failing as a teacher, which is definitely not the case for, like, a majority of students, I would say. There are some, like, teachers out there that I'm sure are, like, bad and just, like, kind of, you know, only put in the bare minimum amount of work that they feel is needed. And that can be difficult for students, but there are also, like, just bad students that will make everything as hard as possible, even if you're like the best teacher of all time. It's a broad spectrum, to say the least. You taught preschool yoga for about preschool yoga for about 6 months. It was tough, but the kids were so charming. I didn't even know preschool yoga was a thing. That does sound adorable, honestly. Any yoga goers in chat? Any yogis in chat? I don't think that's what a yogi actually is, but... Because I've occasionally thought about taking up yoga or something similar, something like tangentially related to yoga, whatever that might be. I think it could be good for me. I don't exercise nearly as much as I like should. Like that's one of the many things that from my time in therapy, when I spoke to my therapist about like how to get like past depression and stuff and how to make things better, it's like, well, like a good diet and exercise it will do wonders for your mental state. And I've started getting better about the diet part, but the exercise part is just still so far beyond me, it feels like, that I'm like... I don't know. It's not something that can be solved overnight, that's for sure, but... Nor should I endeavor to. Yoga is great, meditation for the body. You've done yoga, you like it a lot. What is the main crux of yoga? I mean, I know there's like so many different poses, but like it's not exercise in the traditional sense where you're like doing reps at the gym or whatever. It's just like stretching and breathing, and it just sounds way more relaxing than other types of exercise. I think it would be more up my alley for sure. I don't know like how to get started in that though. I guess I would probably just like look for like a yoga place near me. I'll just go online and look around at like sketchy websites until I see an ad that's like yoga place near you, only $5.99 a month. We won't steal your kidneys, I swear. It can be as difficult as you want it to be, but breathing is a big focus. I mean, I'm pretty good at breathing. I've been doing it my whole life, so I think I'd be pretty good at yoga if that's the case. I have a lot of practice breathing. You also have to have very good balance. Alright, you lost me a little bit. I actually did have decent balance back when I did karate as a kid. By the way, I did karate as a kid. For a little while, anyway. I got up to green belt, and then I kind of tapered out of it. Just lost interest, generally. But it was fun while it lasted, honestly. I had a good time with it. Maybe that's something I could get back into as well. Argon #1 breather. I mean, I've made it this far. I must be doing something right. I've been balancing my whole life, too. Yeah, but on, like, 2 feet. When you have to like balance on like 1 foot or something like that, that's when it gets a little tough. Yo, floor 100, finally. I can catch a lava eel now. Is this our first star drop as well? I forget what my favorite thing is on this farm. I could take a guess, probably. Your mind is filled with thoughts of grass. There you go. Maximum energy level has increased. Not bad, not bad. Welcome to floor 100, baby. Second star drop? What was our first? Or was it our first? I think this might be our first star drop. Very exciting indeed. 304 energy. Perfectly round number, clearly. You have asthma and poor balance. Yoga doesn't sound like it'd be a good fit for you. I mean, this probably, it's like yoga is not just like one thing, so I'm sure there's a spectrum you could work with, but I feel that. I'm gonna swap this out for right now, because while I'm here, I'm not gonna be able to make it to floor 105, not at that pace I was going. So let's just farm a little bit of fiber while I can. Off to a great start, as you can see. Did I try impossible squats? What are impossible squats? Just by the name alone, it makes me not want to try it. One of my favorite exercises, or like just not, I guess maybe not exercises is not the right word for it, but one of my favorite things that we did in gym was the beep test. You know, the one where like they make you, like it's like the beeps, it goes like beep, and then you run to the other side of the gym, you touch the wall, and then you wait for the next beep, and you do the same thing, and progressively the beeps get like quicker and quicker, like there's less and less time between them, so you have to move faster and faster. That I always loved, because I'm a pretty fast runner, and I would always get very competitive about it. I usually was like the last person going on those beep tests. Not always, though, because sometimes there would be someone who's, like, equally as fast, but has a little more endurance than me. I didn't have much endurance when it came to running. Never heard of it? You hated the beep test? The pacer test is, I think, I've also heard it called that. There's, like, a whole copy pasta about the pacer test. Don't put it in chat, but there is a copy pasta about it. I mostly say don't put it in chat because I don't remember if it's like a copy pasta of like the actual thing that happens in the pacer test, or if it's like modified in a non-PG-13 way. So just be careful. I'm neither fast nor do I have good endurance. I mean, I haven't done much in the way of running or anything like that in a very long time either. Much to my dismay. I actually do enjoy it anytime I do like run or anything like that. I should probably get more into it in the future. Good for the body and soul. Is the copy pasta just the thing the recorded voice says? I think so. It's something like this is the government mandated, like, controlled pacer test. You will be asked to run. And it basically just, like, when you're listening to in real life, it just turns into, like, a Charlie Brown adult, where it just goes, like, wah, 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 wah. Like, you hear it so many times. At least we did, because we did the pacer test, or the beep test as we called it, quite a few times over my high school career. And middle school, honestly. Which, now thinking back on it, it makes me kind of wonder, was that, like, the amount of time, like, we did the beep test probably, like, I don't know, like twice a month kind of thing. That seems like really frequent now that I think about it. And I start to wonder, is it like maybe one of those things where it's like it would take up so much time and the kids would just run back and forth, and the teacher doesn't really have to do anything during that time? Maybe our teacher was just like doing it so that he could do other stuff or focus on other things, or just have a break for a little while. It's kind of like teachers giving out like meaningless worksheets, but in the form of, like, phys ed. I think there might be an argument to be made there. No offense to the teacher, it's kind of a galaxy brain play if that was the case. Anyway, go ahead and swap this stuff around. I probably should have brought some more stuff back with me from the mines chest, but it's alright. Tomorrow's another day. Busy work, exactly. Yo! Level 5 combat? Do we go fighter or scout? I usually go scout these days. I do like the critical hit chances, but, you know, it's been a while since I've done fighter, so maybe I'll go with that. It's not going to matter too much for the grand scheme of this challenge anyway, so I'll just go fighter. Level 6 mining as well. Take it. Laughs in Catholic school. I can't say anything to that point. I've never been to Catholic school, so you got me beat there. Alright, put all that away. I gotta go collect the fiber from yesterday as well. Fiber that grew over on the west side of the farm. Twice a month. We did them twice a year. I don't know if we necessarily did them twice a month, but I remember them doing them like very frequently, like frequently enough that they stuck out in my mind, and that I was always like, oh, Tim Beef's just a little bit faster than me, son of a gun. That it stuck out in my mind, and there was always like a competitive aspect to it, where it's like, oh, I beat you on the last beep test, but maybe you're gonna beat me this time. Friendly rivalry and all that. His knee's acting up again. He wants to rub a darn hot pepper on the thing. luckily for you, George, I did decide to grow some hot peppers this season. A single hot pepper plant. I guess I can spare one. Where did Tim Beeb go, dude? He vanished. Tim Houdini. Oh, I also forgot to bring wood to patch up those pathways. I guess I can make a long journey back to do that. I also need to stay abreast of how much fiber I actually have here, because we're looking for 5,000, right? Or is it 4,000? I think it's 4,000 only for a coop. 5,000 for a fish pond, which we'll also need eventually, but 4,000 for the coop. So we can probably get a coop in a little bit here. Will I change the fiber layout on the west farm at any point? Seems inefficient right now. I probably should. Maybe that's something I can endeavor to do today, because I did mention that a few times, that someone actually like brought that up. It's not my main source of fiber, so I haven't been sweating it too much, but it is, you know, worth consideration at least. So let's have a look here. Because I've been told that doing this fiber... Oh, come on. That doing this fiber in a diagonal pattern as opposed to a... like, just filling it up and letting it cross this line here will do better. So if I... Let me first... I'm going to clear the top part of this, mate. Well, do I need to clear the top part of this? Hold on, let me think about this. So I can hit these... How do I want to do this? Like, if I just do, like, every other one like this, and then... So we go down, just go down in diagonal lines, like so. But then how do I get to the other diagonals? Like, I can't, like... You see what I mean? There's a bit of a problem here. Also, that's gonna bug me. But I can do, like this. I can do this, like, along the edges here. Then I can also get in there. Okay. Oops. Well, that was bad. Oh gosh, it's all falling apart. You know what? Maybe I'll do this just to help me out here. Like, I guess in theory this is more efficient, right? Crazy buffering? Hold on. Oh, crazy dude be buffering. I got you. Hopefully not too much buffering. There's been a little more buffering than usual these past few streams, but it still doesn't look too bad on my end, so. Tim Beeb, thank you for the moral support. Like, something like this is theoretically a good way to do it, right? Or am I going crazy? Stop me now if I shouldn't be doing this. Just yell at me as loud as you possibly can, which is, I know, difficult through a text interface. But I believe in you. I mean, we got like a decent amount of fiber out of this. I can't deny that. I can't really get any deeper in here though. Like, I think that's like the limit of what I can reach without breaking more of this stuff. So maybe that's fine though. I don't know. I could go like around. Like, if I broke in here. There might be something to be said about this, about just like going, like making a whole path around this thing, and then we can like reach the inside. Just make like a 1 tile wide path around it. Something like, I'll even break that, just like so. Having to do this one fiber at a time makes it feel very inefficient. I will say that, like it feels like my time could be much better spent just in the mines grinding fiber, but this is a different technique that I'm willing to at least, you know, I'm willing to entertain the idea. I think that's the best I can do, though, without actually, like, breaking into the middle. Like a jawbreaker. Have a good one there, J Nuggets. If you're headed out, I just see someone saying bye to J Nuggets, so... But I don't see J Nuggets themselves in here for some reason. I must just be blind. Hello, Aries B. Welcome. Some fiber requires care. Case in point, the blessed fiber. Alright, pop those away in there. Put this all away. And let's go. It is a good luck day, so I could theoretically try to get deeper in the mines, but seeing how long it took me to get to like 5 floors down last time, I don't even know if I'd have enough time, hilariously enough, to get another 5 floors down. I might be better off waiting for star drop luck. Pickaxe. I mean, I'd have to use the pickaxe or the axe to break fiber one at a time. I can't break it like one at a time with my hand, like I do in the mines. I gave someone a potion which paralyzed them for like 7.5 hours. They were being mean. I hope you're talking about like in a game, not in real life. That sounds like in a game, that's like a funny thing to do to a character, because there's no real life ramifications. In real life, I think you might have just confessed to a crime. Run, Lord Helix. Run far and fast. I'll cover your tail as best I can. Is the green display on stream only, or is it a mod? That is in the game. I see that myself. It's right here. That is an actual mod made by Charodziej. You can see their, I've credited them in the description. It's not available, like, it's not a publicly available mod. It hasn't been uploaded anywhere. It's only been shared with me because it's a very niche thing that a lot of people probably wouldn't care to have anyway. Who else is doing a Fibrous farm challenge? Raise your hand right now. Time's up. Nobody raised their hand. I didn't want to give anyone an actual chance to raise their hands. That's the power of stream delay for you. They said it was in Skyrim. There you go. I should actually play Skyrim at some point. Like, I've played a little bit of Skyrim, but I've never... Any of the Elder Scrolls games, I think I would have a lot of fun with them, but I've never gone out of my way to actually play them. Is Skyrim the best Elder Scrolls game? Like, it's the only one. I hear people talk about Morrowind as well sometimes, and then there's also, like, Elder Scrolls Online, I think. But isn't Skyrim, like, it's like the 5th Elder Scrolls game. There's Morrowind. Oh, there's probably Oblivion as well, I've also heard of. It's not. I always forget Skyrim is in a series. Get away from me, you stinky. I should probably start bringing a weapon down here, huh? Just to, like, deal with these exact sorts of situations so I don't have to run away from every single monster. It's not like I'm lacking inventory space. I think I have the weapon still in this chest over here. I think I left it here last time, so let me grab that real quick. And just, you know, have it at the ready, I guess. Something like so. Skyrim is the best looking one in terms of graphics. Modded Skyrim feels like what Skyrim should have been in the first place. I mean, Skyrim's been around so long, there must be so many, like, crazy mods for it out there nowadays. Like, I would have to... If I had to guess at what the most modded game in history is, I think Skyrim has got to be, like, up there as one of the top ones. And does Skyrim have, like, official modding support, or has that all been, like, sussed out by the community? Because I feel like it's one of those games that wouldn't have actual, like, proper modding support, but maybe I'm wrong. Because the modding scene is so huge for it now that I think it would be kind of foolhardy to not have some kind of modding support for it. Minecraft for sure. You make a good point. Minecraft is also one of the titans of the modding scene. And Minecraft has been around for so long. I keep always feeling like Minecraft is just like a new game. I mean, they're always releasing updates for it, so it always feels new. Like, the last time I played Minecraft with any degree of, like, sincerity or longevity was back when... Like, the most recent thing I could tell you that I mean, I can tell you, like, recent things that have happened in Minecraft because I kind of keep up with, like, the Minecraft scene and speedrunning scene and all that sort of stuff. But the most recent, like, time that I played Minecraft, I was like, yo, there's horses in the game now. That's cool. I can, like, tame and ride these horses. And that's, like, still the newest thing in my brain. But now horses are like old news. Horses have been around like when were horses introduced? I'm an old man when it comes to Minecraft now. There are frogs now? There are frogs in Minecraft? What the heck? There were lily pads. I remember lily pads, but I don't remember any frogs. There's like raids and stuff now. And like the deep dark. You got like bastions and piglin trading and like I've never even had an elytra in my life. I've never even beaten the Ender Dragon. I'm such a Minecraft noob. 1.6 to 1.5, is that when horses were introduced? Sounds about right. How close do I follow the speedrunning scene? I follow it closely enough to know that they like allow calculators in the speedruns to like calculate the exact positions of strongholds if you get the coordinates and stuff from like judging the angles of a thrown Eye of Ender. And I know that was like a controversial take that not everyone was on board with. That's like the last thing I kind of remember about the speedrunning scene. I don't actually really watch speedruns though. I'm tangentially aware of them through channels like Carl Jobst and that sort of stuff, but I don't sit down and watch a lot of Minecraft speedruns. Will I compete in the Haboo roguelike mod competition? 100,000%. Absolutely. For those who don't know, there is like Haboo, another Stardew Valley creator who you probably have heard of, has made a mod for Stardew Valley that turns it into a roguelike dungeon crawler game where you like go through a dungeon and it's like randomly generated and stuff. I don't know much about it. I've seen very little. I like tuned into one of his streams one time to see him like as he was working on it, and I was like, ooh, this looks really fun. And now he's like holding some kind of competition for it. So I'll probably like even next week, in one of my streams next week, I might endeavor to do some of that. He just dropped the trailer. He was talking about it a little bit in the like behind the scenes content creator Discord. So I got a little, I didn't get a sneak peek necessarily, but I got, you know, like a heads up about it ahead of time. But the trailer is now live, so I feel okay talking about it. I figured it must have been live because I was like, how do you know about that? Uploaded 8 minutes ago? Well, there you go. It's the new hotness in the Stardew Valley scene. Feel free to go watch that trailer if you like. It seems like it's going to be a ton of fun. Like, roguelikes are one of my favorite genres. I've made it no secret how much I love The Binding of Isaac. And I think crossing that with Stardew Valley is going to make for a beautiful thing. I think it's going to be very hard, though. Like, knowing Haboo and how good he is at the game, and he, like, and it's, like, got bosses and stuff in it, and even he says that, like, he's, like, on his stream, he's, like, mentioning that he, like, hasn't beaten some of the bosses, or, like, has not beaten all the bosses in, like, the same run. It's, like, it makes me scared to, like, try it out, but I gotta try it out. It looks like it's going to be a really fun time. I look forward to experiencing it and being in pain during it with all of you on stream. Trying out Terraria this week. Terraria is another one of those games that I just like. I've played it like a teeny tiny bit with a friend one time, but I've not gone much further than that. It's one of those that I keep telling myself, like, I'm gonna play it one day, maybe this will be the day, maybe today I'm gonna play Terraria. It's just never been that day yet. But I've been so, like, adherent to that philosophy that I've, like, avoided Terraria spoilers to the best of my ability. Like, I know the names of some things in Terraria, and I know, like, some very basic stuff about it, but I don't know, much about it. Modded Terraria is insanely fun. Alright, one step at a time here. I haven't even built a house in Terraria before. And now we're talking about throwing mods in there that'll make, like, the moon crash land on my face or something. Or maybe that's in the vanilla game, I don't even know. I know so little about Terraria that for all I know that could be a thing. I know there's a moon lord. That's like the final boss of Terraria, right? Stream it next week? It's a possibility. But it's also a possibility that I'll stream, like, myself drinking a glass of milk. Just because it's possible doesn't mean that it's gonna happen, or that it's likely to happen, but it is technically possible. You watch your daughter play Terraria, that's how you know it's not for you? That's fair. I don't know, maybe it's not for me either, because like the little bit of time that I played it, I didn't catch the Terraria bug at the time. Maybe it was just, you know, not the right time to be playing it. Maybe I need to give it more time to sink its hooks into me. But maybe it's also just not for me. That's also possible. How long does it take me to drink a glass of milk? I've never measured that. Also, like, depends on the how big the glass of milk is, right? Depends on how size of glass milk. Like, there are some glasses that are way bigger than others. It could be like a shot glass of milk. That would be pretty easy. Yummy Milkies %. Don't let Chloe pass out again. I would never. I did one time, and never again. It just felt so bad. Milk cam. That sounds so bad. What is the biggest glass I own then? Would it take 3 hours? It would not take 3 hours to drink a glass of milk. I think with the biggest glass of milk, with the biggest glass that I have these glasses that are like really wide at the bottom, and they like taper off towards the top. And I could probably fit like, I don't know how many like milliliters of milk into that. I could fit a lot of milk into it for sure. I would say I could probably down one of those glasses in 2 minutes. I'm not a fast drinker, not by any stretch of the imagination. So it's I'm gonna give myself the benefit of the doubt and say 2 minutes. It would probably take longer than that. Hey there, Chloe. Thank you very much for the $1.99 super chat. I greatly appreciate the generosity. Hope you're having a wonderful day. All right, off to bed I go. Spreading weeds that cause damage to the farm. You'd love to see it. Also don't have to water today, which is nice. How close am I to having a coop? One more day of fiber farming. If I go hard on fiber farming today, I should be able to get to 4,000 fiber, which will be a coop in the next few days. That's very exciting. We haven't had a right proper upgrade since the copper axe here, and I think a coop could be a fun one to go for. So let me, before I get too far ahead of myself though, let me go and fix up whatever damage has been done over here. Why would you be speedrunning milk drinking? Why wouldn't you be speedrunning milk drinking? Milk is good for you. Builds calcium, builds your bones nice and strong. That's not the right thing to craft. I just crafted a chest for no reason. I guess I'll just put that here. And just forget about it for the next 700 hours. I need 285 more fiber. Sounds highly doable in a single day. If I can put my mind to it here, so let's go get her done. Also depends on what kind of milk it is. That's true. Like, I'm going off the sense that this is just like dairy cow milk. Just like basic garden variety milk, but also if you drink too much milk too fast, don't you just like vomit? Like, there's something about milk that just like, if like your stomach bag gets filled up too fast with a vast quantity of milk, then it'll just be like, nope, I'm out. Like, I swear I've seen videos of people like, I'm gonna down this entire jug of milk, and they get like a third of the way through it before they just like spit up and like drop the jug, and it's a whole big mess. Don't think that's exactly my scene. That's true for most foods. I guess so, but milk is like especially notorious for it, I thought. Maybe it's because milk is like so dense with like calories and nutrients. Like, it's one of the most dense drinks by far. I didn't ask why you'd be speedrunning milk drinking. Obviously, it's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. I might ask, would you be speedrunning it? Oh, okay. Would I be speedrunning, or would I just be drinking milk for fun? No, I honestly don't think I could speedrun it, because I'm pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant now. At least when it comes to milk. Like, milk and yogurt, I just can't do anymore. I can eat cheese. That still sits pretty well with me. But other dairy products are very, very hit or miss. Usually miss. Someone on your floor is making cookies. It smells so good. That is one of the big downsides of living in a condo building that no one ever talks about. I'm so glad you brought it up, Neon. The smell of food permeating throughout a condo building or apartment complex of some kind is just, it's not fair. To people like me who have no inability or motivation to cook good meals that smell good, you need to be more considerate. Neighbors of condo residents, you need to be very considerate when you're cooking things, like when you're barbecuing or making some kind of chili or a nice chicken or a steak, anything that has the ability to like permeate beyond your own walls. Think of people like me who are having like microwave dinners or something. I don't usually have microwave dinners, but at the lowest extreme, sometimes like a microwave dinner is like the best you can do. Think about me before you go and throw that medium rare steak on the grill, and maybe order a pizza instead. Just saying. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'll get off my soapbox now. Drinking mass quantities of anything wouldn't be good for you. That's true. Like, even drinking a lot of water is really bad for you. You can get like water poisoning or something. Gotta share it with the whole complex to compensate for that? Exactly. Did you make enough for the whole class? If not, then, you know, get back in the kitchen. A family above in one apartment used to cook a lot of curry. I do like curry, but the smell of curry, for some reason, doesn't usually make me hungry. I usually smell it, and I'm like, ooh, that smells good. But compared to like a lot of other foods, the smell alone does not make me like doesn't make my mouth water. There was a whole regular show episode about drinking a gallon of milk. I don't watch TV usually. I've heard of the regular show. I don't know a lot about it. You can't drink too much air, but air is not a liquid. If you drank liquid oxygen, or well, I mean, I guess most of air is nitrogen, right? Don't drink liquid nitrogen. That's, if you take anything away from the conversation that we're having right now, do not drink liquid nitrogen. I know you breathe in a lot of nitrogen. Don't drink liquid oxygen for that matter, for that matter either, right? Don't drink any liquid, like, elemental compound. I can't think of one that would be okay to drink. Like liquid neon, liquid argon, liquid freaking sodium. I don't think any of them are good for you. I don't think there's a world where any of them will not like kill you. Maybe I'm wrong. Mercury? Definitely not mercury. That's the stuff they put in thermometers. You telling me you're gonna crack a thermometer like it's a freezy and chug that son of a gun? I don't think so. Liquid gold? Lurking while working today? No worries, Purple. How many lurkers we got in chat? We haven't done this in a little while. 7s from my lurkers, please. Hope you're having a good lurksome day. Getting some work done if that's what you need to do, or exercising, playing a game, whatever you happen to be doing while lurking. Knitting a macrame sweater with the face of a member of Radiohead on it. No judgments. What do we got here? Zaniela, Mork7, Afraid of Space, Fire Lotus, Sand and Snow, Arus B, Maggie, partially lurking, I appreciate it. Ian Taylor, Potate Fresca, Cass Fireborn, Rosie Rose 7, Rosie Rose 77 with the 7, just triple 7s, Space Terran, a Meta Zero packing for university. Hope I wish you well on your university endeavors. Some dude with the liquid 7, Mimi Ye, Lord Raven with the 07. Bello Marcelo, thank you very much to all my lurkers, the lifeblood of the stream as always. I appreciate you. Never let it be forgotten. Speaking of university, I went to 1 year of university, right? And I made, like, I could have gotten probably several scholarships for university, but no one really, like, told me how to get scholarships. Like I know scholarships can really help you out to get through university, obviously. It's just, like, because, like, money is kind of one of the highest barriers to entry, at least in, like, the North American education system. Unfortunately, it's just a reality that we have to face right now. But, like, I didn't know, like, I got out of high school and they're like, make sure you, like, try and get some scholarships. And I'm like, how? Where do I go? What do I do? No one in school or in my family or anything, like, people would get on my case, like, have you applied for any scholarships yet? And I would tell them point blank, like, no, I don't know how. Tell me where to go. And they're like, you better figure it out. And I'm like, what do you mean I better figure it out? You're the one who's getting on me for this. And I tried, like, Googling around to figure it out, but every website I came across, it felt, like, sketchy. It felt like they were trying to get something from me. And I don't know, I was just getting paranoid, and, like, I just ended up not applying for anything because I didn't know. And then, like, I got to, and like, now I'm still paying off the loan that I had for my 1 year of university. System failed me then? Apparently, yeah. I don't know, I fell through the cracks somehow. I don't know if that's, like, a common thing that people encounter. And I would say, like, moral of the story is to, like, ask questions and, like, try and, like, don't be afraid to ask people for help. But I did ask people for help and it still failed, so I don't really know what the moral of the story is. I've got a little bit of a chip on my shoulder about that, but it's, you know, maybe I could have done more somehow. I don't know. What's the idea of this farm? Welcome, Shunix. We are only selling fiber. And that's the only restriction. That's the only way I can make money is by selling fiber. 1 gold at a time, hence why we're farming a lot of fiber. This is our fiber counter up here. That's the amount of fiber we've gotten over the entire lifetime. Your grandfather was a college professor, so it was pretty lucky. That is pretty nice, yeah. You got the inside scoop on it. Contact your school's financial aid office. I don't think my school had one of those. We had a guidance counselor. That was, like, about it. Maybe my school was just, like, bad. I don't know. Haven't watched all the VODs, but am I considering it fair to trade with the desert merchant? That is a thing to consider. Apparently you can get, like, what is it? What do you trade at the desert merchant? You trade stone for fiber? I think that's totally fine. I think that's perfectly reasonable. It's getting to the desert trader in the first place that's going to be the crux of the issue. Because by the time that I get to the desert trader, I have to complete the vault bundle in order to get there, right? And that's the majority of the money that we're going to need. So we probably won't end up needing that much fiber after that point anyway. So I don't know if it's going to be a huge game changer when it comes around, but it is something I would allow for sure. $5 stone for 1 fiber on Tuesdays? That's the worst deal I've ever heard. 5 fiber for 1 stone I could maybe get behind. 5 stone for 1 fiber? What the heck? I mean, it's weirdly appropriate for this challenge, but Eric Baroni, what? That's one of those, like, things that he had to, like, fill out the stock of the Desert Trader, and he's like, frick, I've got 1 more slot to fill here. And it's, like, 4 a.m. the night before he's supposed to, like, release the update, and he's like, alright. Maybe someone needs fiber and they have a surplus of stone for some reason. Trade jades for staircases, deconstruct those into 99 stone, and then turn those into fiber. That is a lot of work for not a lot of fiber, but it is cool that you can do it. I do appreciate that you can do that. Also not something we're ever going to get the chance to do on this farm because it would involve deconstructors, which would involve going to Ginger Island and doing a bunch of stuff there. Whereas this challenge ends at the community center. This is not a perfection run by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe in the far, far-flung future, but we'll see. One challenge idea I have been toying around with, I don't know how realistic it would be. It's one of those that, like, the numbers get so crazy that it might take, like, way longer than I would expect it to, but I think it could be done, is to try and get, like, the maximum amount of money that you can hold in Stardew at one time, which is the 32-bit integer limit, 2,147,000,000 and something. It's somewhere in that range. Try to get that much money in one sale. Like, it would require a lot of goods, and I don't even know if you could theoretically sell that many things in a single day. Because, like, the most expensive thing you could realistically, like, get a lot of and sell would be Iridium quality starfruit wine, which sells for, like, 6,300 gold, r/ they've done the math. And so breaking that down, you divide, like, the 32-bit integer limit by 6,300, and that's somewhere in the neighborhood. I think it was, like, when I did the back of the napkin calculation earlier, it was like 370,000 or something like that. So you'd need, like, 370,000 bottles of Iridium quality starfruit wine if that's all you were selling. But you could, like, branch out and sell other things as well. I don't necessarily know why you would, but maybe there's some strategies hitherto unknown. Unfortunately, you can't make it to the first part of the stream because you usually go jogging when the stream starts. Well, happy to have you here at any point, Mobby. Maybe. Is it Mobby or maybe? I honestly don't know. I feel like I always want to say Mobby, but that might be my own weird idiosyncrasy. Easy Lily did a long playthrough just to get to the 1 billion mark, and that wasn't even in one night. That was just in pocket. I did see that, her, like, billionaire challenge in Stardew Valley. That was a really cool series that she did a while back. And that's part of what inspired, like, the thought process. I don't know. It would be an interesting challenge to at least theory craft. A little more than a backpack full of Iridium quality Stardrop wine. Well, a backpack full of Iridium quality Stardrop wine, if we round up and say, like, you could hold 1,000, even though it's 999, if you could hold 1,000 in each slot, then then you have 36 slots in a fully upgraded inventory. So that's 36,000 Iridium quality wine. So you would need to do 10 inventories of stacks of Iridium quality starfruit wine in order to be at that point, if my math was correct. So it's a lot. It's a little bit of a lot. Like, it would take so long to even get that much, let alone to, like, then sell it and stuff. $10-ish chests, yeah, so that's... I mean, it's definitely doable, probably, in Maybe that would be like a fun multiplayer challenge. I don't know, because like you could have like, well, can you like upgrade the cabins to have casks in them, or can you like, because casks you could to like upgrade the starfruit wine, you can only put those in the basement. But can you like upgrade the cabins to have casks in there as well? I honestly don't know. I've never really toyed around that much with multiplayer. You can't. So casks are restricted only to the basement of the main farmhouse. You can. I don't know, it's something I'd have to research more rather than just asking chat. You definitely can. Maybe in the future, that'll be something... I mean, to do it in multiplayer, I'd have to convince, like, 3 other people to join me in that crazy endeavor in order to, like, get maximum efficiency. And I don't know if anyone else is crazy enough to want to try something like that out with me, let alone 3 other people. But maybe. You're back with sandwiches? I'm jealous, goat. Chloe's about to pass out. Nah, she'll make it to bed in time. Just gotta leave right now. I think if I leave at 12:30, I usually make it back in the nick of time, so. And this is more than enough fiber now. We have just passed the 7,000 fiber mark. 7,000 fiber. And once we sell our fiber, this is a rare fiber selling day. We've stockpiled a lot of fiber. Now we're actually going to sell all of it so that I have enough to afford a coop. Do I have the other resources for a coop? That's the other question. I think so. I think I have enough wood and or stone. I don't remember what you need for a coop necessarily. All right. Look at all these stacks of fiber. It's time to sell. It's time to sell. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bit stacks of fiber. Oh, baby, it's payday. Feels freaking good. Give me a living hat to celebrate? No, but I'll sell 1 extra piece of fiber, I guess. Absolutely love to see it. Get that bag, Chloe. Let's do it. Oh, it feels good. Oh, it feels good. 4,175 fibers sold. And most of that money is going to disappear just as quickly as it came. The wiki says nothing about putting casks anywhere other than the basement. The wiki is not foolproof, though. That we've you know, added things and corrected things on the wiki from time to time. All right, coop time and blueberry time. A little fresh blueberry harvest. I didn't get any quality blueberries out of that, so that's kind of awkward for the quality crop bundle. But it's all right. Okay. I'm also going to bring a hot pepper, because I know George... Well, actually, George would give me money for that, wouldn't he? We're not going to bring George a hot pepper. He's going to have to suffer with that need for the rest of time, I'm afraid. I will pick... Oops. I will pick some hops and an ancient fruit. The gold quality ancient fruit, too. Not that it strictly matters, but it is cool to see. Poof, money gone. It's gonna disappear so unbelievably fast, you don't even know. Are these sunflowers gonna be ready in time for for the end of the season? I didn't even look at that when I planted them last time. If not, oh wait, they grow into fall too, don't they? Sunflowers grow in fall, so we'll be fine. I'm pretty sure. If not, oh well. All right. Oh, have I given Haley a gift this week? I have not. I've been so focused on fiber farming. Let's go give her a gift. Do a little gifting around town. Just specifically to Haley only. Let me also grab my stone and my wood. I don't know if that's going to be enough for a coop, but we're going to hope. Oh, I should also water Timby real quick. He's waiting so patiently. How could I deny such a cute little face? Chloe's looking fine. I love her drip here. I do love the Fibrous drip. It's some of the best drip that we've seen Chloe in. I fully agree, Bloodstained Crow. Can I do the quest for Fiber Seeds? We will when it comes around. We've got a few more days before we can even have a chance at it, and then we get one chance every week to see it. It's the community cleanup quest, where we just have to like get a bunch of trash and stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go to Robin's first, because I'm already on my way there. And then we'll stop by Haley's later on. Eating a tomato like an apple right now? Hey, you do you. I'm not one to judge. At least, you know, not vocally. Prehistoric hand axe, don't really need that. You might be like, oh, you could sell that, but no. No, we can't. As much as I wish I could sell literally anything else other than fiber and make a little extra money. Which is not the name of the game, literally. Yeah, we'll probably fish on floor 100 to get the trash quickly. I was kind of averse to it last time when we got that on the Price of Perfection. Alright, a coop houses 4 coop-dwelling animals. I'm gonna need a little more money to actually get the coop-dwelling animals themselves, aka the chickens. But for the first time in history, Chloe's gonna own a coop. What the heck? Alright, where does the coop go? Where shall I put the coop? Do I go down here? Do I go over to this, over like near the greenhouse? I could go up here, like right next to the house. There's so many different options. Just put it right down. I mean, I'd have to get rid of the fences around that thing at that point. I could move the shipping bin and put it like over here in theory, right? Oh wait, no, for some reason it doesn't let you put things like in this area. So maybe not. Ill-advised. I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, we can always move it later in theory. Put it over here in the Fiber Town. I'm just honestly, we'll drop it like right over here. Right near the greenhouse. I'm okay with that. We're not gonna be visiting it all that often. And it'll be right there with like all the grass right in front of it for the little chickens to feast upon. I'm okay with this. I don't have a silo, which is kind of gonna be awkward. How much is a silo? It's like 1,000 gold. Probably for your spouse's personal space over there. That makes sense. That's why you can't put it over in that spot. A silo is a silo's 100 gold? Is a silo really only 100 gold? There you go, Haley. Farming sounds so boring. What do you even do all day? I mean, I do... Literally, one of these is true. I explore the caves literally all day, every day. I kind of care for plants. Well, not really, because, I mean, I kill them. But explore the caves. Sounds like a lot of work. You said it, sister. Otherwise, I'll have to buy all the hay from Marnie. No, I think a silo is going to be a smart investment for sure. A silo is 105 copper bars, 100 stone, 110 clay, 5 copper bars. But how much money? So it's 100 gold, 100 stone, 10 clay, 5 copper. I think that's highly doable. But I'll have to wait until Robin's done with building the coop, obviously. In the interim, I guess I can smelt some copper. I mean, I should actually have maybe some extra copper already left over. Let's have a look, see what kind of resources I'm working with here. I do have some copper to smelt, so let's just get some of that in the furnaces. Is Haley at 6 hearts yet? She is at 6 hearts. Yo, 6 heart event incoming? Exclamation point Haley. I talked to my sister for a while last night. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. She's evolving. Congratulations, your Haley has evolved into an empathetic human being. Chickens can eat grass. It's true, but like during the winter, might get kind of awkward. All right, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? I will take some hops for energy purposes. I will take nothing else. I'll be going to the mines shortly, but I'll go down and get the 6 heart event done because it is one of my favorite events. You just built one today, but you're exhausted and your memory is trash. I've been there. Yo, look at how tall this freaking tree is. What the heck? That's the tallest tree I've ever seen in like a pot. That's like that can't even be real. That's like that's 100% a fake tree. It must be, right? I never even like internalized that. It just looked so long when I looked at it. I was like, oh my god. Uh-oh. Sad pickle jar rag noises. My bracelet is gone. I know I had it on when I got here. Definitely, this is, no matter who you are, this is a top 5 heart event. Even if you don't like Haley, it's just very sweet. I'm really sorry, Haley. It's like a turning point for her, because like you'd be like, relax, I'll just buy you a new one, and you'd think like, OMG, that's so nice, but no, it's actually got sentimental value and stuff. Could she have dropped it nearby? Could it be this? I don't know. Chat, do you see Haley's bracelet? Over there. I see it too. Let's go bring it back to her. Good job, chat. No one in chat said anything about that. It was a full Dora the Explorer Blue's Clues vibe. Chloe's eye. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Chloe. You're a lifesaver. So sweet. I won't forget what you did for me here. Wow, free bracelet. Could you imagine? I smell barbecue. Me too, Alex. And I'm not happy about it. I really owe you, Chloe. That's so sweet. I want a hug again. Can we hug again, please? Just, you know, a little hug? It's alright. Ooh, glass shards. A mixture of glass shards smoothed by centuries of ocean surf. These could have belonged to an ancient mosaic or necklace. Or, you know, like a bottle of Molson Canadian. Really, the world is just full of infinite possibilities. Swiper, no swiping. There's an Easter egg where you can sell it for 1,000 gold. That's 1,000,000 gold. Holy heck, holy heck. Is this the only interactive heart event? It might be. I can't think of any others off the top of my head. Well, no, there's the, like, Chronicles of Solaria. The Solarian Chronicles. That's what it's actually called. I don't need these glass shards. I literally, like, can't do anything with them. I've already donated them. Solarian Chronicles is highly interactive. Also Abigail's. Which one? Oh, Abigail's the Prairie King one. Yeah, you're right, you're right. How do you sell it? I think they were memeing, but maybe they know a secret that I don't know. The heart event where you can walk? I mean, it might be the only heart event where you can walk, because like Abigail's, like it's interactive because you're playing Prairie King, and Sebastian's, I think it is, it's interactive because you're playing, like you're clicking options and stuff. But Haley's, that might be the only one where you actually, like, physically walk around. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but it seems like it might be the case. You're the developer, you know for sure. Yo, Concerned Ape in the chat for real. If you're really the developer, can you explain to me why this is a feature that only works in the mines? Please, I'm dying to know. The people need to know the answer to these important questions. You also look to see if the word gullible is written on the ceiling. I don't think there's any shame in being a little bit gullible. I think a little bit of gullibility is endearing and makes you more, like, personable. Because, like, the opposite of being, like, too gullible, like, you can obviously be too gullible, that's for sure. But the opposite of that is way more annoying than someone who's, like, super gullible. Like, someone who just doesn't believe anything you tell them because they're always afraid that like, everyone around them is trying to, like, get them or something. That's, like, so frustrating to deal with sometimes. Because sometimes you're trying to be, like, genuine with somebody, like, hey, like, you should be wary of this thing, and they're like, oh, yeah, sure. And then, like, come on, man. Trying to be a good friend here, and you think that everyone in the world is out to get you. Just, you can't live your life like that. It's just not healthy. Hey there, Marsley. So I think a healthy dose of gullibility, aka trust in your fellow human beings to not be, like, complete trolls, is it's a good character trait. It's one of those character traits that, you know, I would not invest fully one way or the other all my skill points into the gullibility skill tree. I'd find a healthy medium. Like the person that believes everything on the internet is fake. Exactly, it's like flat earthers and stuff. Who just, like, who, like, think that, like, the entire world is a conspiracy specifically to fool them. And they're like, I'm too wise for that. Look at all these fake CGI images of the Earth when it's, like, just, you know, sometimes a photo is just a photo, my guy. But Dipper said, trust no one, my world is crumbling right now. I mean, Dipper has his own character arc. I need to watch Gravity Falls again. They have medications for that. They got medications for everything. Although I will say those like ridiculous amounts of skepticism do lead to some really funny content. Because like it can go so far into the realm of insanity that it's just like ridiculous and fun to look at. And also it led to like the Weird Al parody of Royal called Foil. Got aluminum foil, foil. Wear a hat that's foil lined in case an alien's inclined. I can't keep going. I can't. That's not a PG-13 song. And sometimes a grill is just a grill. Sometimes a grill is just a girl. That's one of the most common typos I saw in the mid-2000s during my time on RuneScape. People would be like, looking for a grill, when they meant they were like looking for a girl for some reason. It always got a healthy chuckle out of me. Did you know they put dihydrogen monoxide in your water? No freaking way, dude. I tried out using a cask in a shed and it says it only works in a cellar. But what about in a multiplayer cabin? I know you can't put them in sheds, but what about in a multiplayer cabin? Probably only goes in like in the cellar though. You upgrade the cabin until it has a cellar. For some reason, I didn't think you could upgrade cabins, like multiplayer cabins, the same way you can upgrade the normal farmhouse. I don't know why I thought that was the case, but that's how it worked in my brain, was that like it just stayed like little cabins forever. But that would be super lame if that's actually how it worked in multiplayer. Maybe, I mean, maybe it is, but I would assume not. I've not played enough multiplayer to really know. That would be kind of awful, though, if, like, one person, like the host of the farm, just gets to flex on everyone else by having a really big, nice, upgraded farmhouse, and everyone else is like, sorry, you're stuck with these little dinky cabins. Yeah, you'd have to be able to upgrade them, because you have to be able to, like, marry other people and stuff, right? You can definitely upgrade the cabins. Yeah, they must, like, if you upgrade them to have the cellar, then you can probably have 4 different cellars, would be my assumption. And at that point, how many casks at maximum capacity can you fit into a cellar? Going back to, like, this discussion now. Like, it's, like, somewhere in the, I want to say, like, in the neighborhood of, like, 130 or something. You can marry other players? You can. You have to craft a specific item for it. Like, it's not the mermaid's pendant. You instead get, like, a wedding ring. But you absolutely can do that, yeah. Is this the knockoff Price of Perfection? Fiber of Perfection? It's definitely not, because we're not going for perfection. Not a chance in this world. 189 casks per cellar. So that's what? I'm trying to multiply by 4. That would be 700 and... Oh gosh. My brain is breaking. My brain is breaking. It's like 756 casks. And if you're trying to make over 300, like almost 400,000 bottles of iridium quality wine, it would still take a very long time. But it would be 4 times faster than trying to do it by yourself. That much I know for sure. Fiber for the finish. I do love alliteration around here. I can't do any farm that's not, I have to limit myself to challenges that start with F so I can, you know, just name the farm in an alliterative way that's satisfying. Frugal farm, Fibrous farm, Fishy farm. What are we theory crafting, by the way? We're theory crafting trying to get the maximum amount of money you can in Stardew Valley, which is the 32-bit integer limit, 2,147,000,000-ish, in a single sale. And how long it would take to get, like, the resources to do that. It would be a long endeavor for sure, but it seems like it would be possible, and possibly even, dare I say, kind of fun to min-max it. One thing I did think about is, like, because the most, like, iridium quality starfruit wine, that's the most expensive thing that you can get reliably. But what about, one thing I thought about is, like, getting as many of the, Legend the Second, the fish, iridium quality versions of them. Because you can, if you get the quest for, like, the extended family fishing quest from Mr. Chi in the Walnut Room, you can get that multiple times, and every time you do it, while the quest is active, you can catch as many of those legend fish as you can hook. And if you have a quality bobber that, as long as you can, like, get a decent catch on the legend, then you should get an iridium quality one. And then those sell for, like, a lot of money, presumably. That would be greed. I have to use synonyms. 32 integer limit via fiber? Yeah, no thanks. I don't think there's... Like, could you even store that much fiber on your farm? Something tells me no. Like, I don't think you could fit physically enough chests on your farm to store that much fiber. Or that much of anything. Okay, what am I putting away here? Putting this away over here. Putting my fiber away right there. And we're off to bed. Ooh, not without collecting a few copper bars, though. Oh, sorry, Tim Beef. Yikes. He's gonna feel that one in the morning. Oof, oof, oof. Level 4 farming. Not bad. 143,000 legends sounds pretty insane. Yeah, I mean, you got me there. I got that animal abuse on camera, someone call PETA. Yo, I learned how to make bread, though. That's pretty exciting, right? Wait, we have an exclamation point Timbeeb command? I totally, like, missed that. That must be one that June added last stream. Yo, you can pet Timbeeb? Or did Nightbot manifest that command themselves without my knowledge? That's exciting. Maybe it's like a time restricted command. I don't know. Maybe you can only do it a certain amount of times in like a minute. Uh-oh, that's not good. Have I settled into my new life yet? I can't believe you're all grown up now. Time sure flies. I have all this extra money lying around, so I included a little gift. Love, Dad. Thanks, Dad, for the illegal funds. Oh my gosh, it was Creatrix added it? Creatrix, thank you, Creatrix. Now I have to go spend this money on Jojo Cola. 500 gold. Rip. Challenge ruined. Challenge ruined. Yo, dance the Moonlight Jellies, though. Any rare green jellies in chat? It's been a long time since we've actually had the Dance the Moonlight Jellies. This is summer or fall, so we might as well just keep planting them. Alright, a little bit of corn as well. Little corny. Do that. What do I should still water some stuff here, but I don't need to water everything. I need to water the sunflowers. Those. I don't think I need to water either of those. That's tomato and hot pepper. Or the blueberries, for that matter. But the corn, yes indeed. The hops, I do not. And I think we're good to go from there. Why am I growing ancient fruit? Force a habit. There's literally no good reason for it, but it is, it's ancient fruit. How can you not grow it? Do you have any quests that would give me 100 gold? 500 doesn't divide into 75, but 600 would. I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but build a coop. I don't know if I'm gonna get any money for that, actually. If I do, you know what, now we're not, so. Let me put all this stuff away. And then I'm gonna have to go buy some Jojo Cola. Anything else I'm doing today? I don't think so. I mean, we'll go dance to the Moonlight Jellies, of course, but that's not for a while yet, so probably just more fiber farming today. Fruit gives XP so I can get a seed maker? That's true. Uh-oh, I just, like, kicked my... I just kicked, like, my Ethernet cable. I, like, accidentally... Hopefully that didn't do anything, like, crazy here. I think we're still online. Let me just, you know, make sure it didn't, like, come popping out of the port or something like that. Looks like we're good. You are right that 500 does not divide, like, evenly into 75, so we're just gonna have to buy a little extra Jojo Cola, spend some of my own funds on the Jojo Cola, unfortunately. It is what it is. It's a sacrifice that must be made. Can't be holding on to these illegal funds. Where's Penny off to? I feel like she doesn't normally come up here. Where's she going? Is Penny going to Jojo Mart? What the heck? I feel like I've never seen her go this way before. Penny? What's she doing? What's she doing back here? Where does she go? Does she like go like way up here? I'd never seen this. Penny, I thought I knew you. Do you like to decorate your farmhouse? It must be nice having your own place to decorate. She goes up the river usually. I feel like I've never noticed this. Like she goes like all the way up here. Yo, she just hangs out here. I didn't know anyone went that far north. Wild. There's some free fiber here for the taking as well. I totally forgot about that. Get all that fiber. All right. Good morning to you. Buying some Jojo Cola. So I need to buy how much Jojo Cola? It's like 150. So I need to like 300 or 50. I need to buy what? 7 Jojo Cola? Sounds about right. There we go. Illegal money has been spent productively. Did I miss a fiber bank there? I did miss a piece of fiber. Yeah. There might actually be one behind here as well. There definitely should be a secret to do with that area, but I'm pretty sure there's not. Dad, you made me spend extra money. Spent 525 at Jojo. Then all is right in the world. We are perfectly balanced once again. Somewhat mitigated by the unexpected fiber behind Jojo Mart. It's true, we did get 10 gold back from that trip, technically, so there is that. Silver linings and all that. Exclamation point optimism. I do greatly appreciate it. Alright, well, let's go grind some... Actually, I didn't check my luck today. Maybe I did. If it's star drop luck, I could be persuaded to go further in the mines. It is not, though, so we're just gonna have to go do a little fiber grinding. Who would have thought? But we'll stop a little early so we can hit up the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies. That 25 gold could have helped to stop world hunger. You're not wrong. Imagine being a parent trying to help your child financially and they reply with, "This is the worst gift you could have given me." Yeah, Dad, couldn't you just sent me, like, your extra lawn clippings instead? Please? Send me a bag full of lawn clippings? It would literally be more helpful. Like, so much more helpful. I guess grass collecting does not run in the family, though. Dad's got, like, a normal job. He's probably an IT worker. I don't know why. I don't know why he'd be an IT worker. He just gives me that vibe. Send fiber, Mom. Mom never sends anything, though, if you're playing as a girl. You get stuff from Mom as a male character and from Dad as a female character, but you never hear from, like, both your parents ever. Makes you think. Dad could literally just send fiber. That's what I'm saying. We need to farm fiber, Jesse. Jesse, we need to farm fiber. Dad confirmed Jojo corporate worker. I mean, that's probably honestly a reasonable assumption. no joking around, he might actually work for Jojo. I mean, we worked for Jojo. Chloe worked for Jojo for presumably a pretty long time before the events of any farm that she gets onto, so. Maybe there's a little nepotism going on there. Maybe, what if Dad is the CEO of Jojo? Oh man, plot twist. Could you imagine? I can see it now. I'm just trying to picture it in my mind where you like go to your dad and he's like he's like wearing like the fancy corporate suit and you're like, Dad, no. And he's like, yes, Chloe, I am Jojo. That's not true. That's impossible. No. It would be great. Stardew Valley movie when? Stardew Valley movie could be kind of interesting, honestly. I think it'd be fun. It's a rich enough world that you could definitely mine a fun concept out of it. Time to make a comic. Inspiration strikes at the strangest times and in the strangest ways, doesn't it? Oh, that would be a shame. That would suck if he was the CEO and you shut down his operation in Pelican Town. I mean, presumably Jojo is like the biggest corporation in this world. So having one business shut down in one podunk backwater town, no offense, Pelican Town, is probably, you know, not that bad for their bottom line. That's the real sad story, is that like all this work we're doing to try and like stop Jojo and, you know, reinvigorate the community around here. As far as Jojo's concerned, that's just a statistic. It's a minor blip on their grand scheme for whatever they're doing in this world. That's the real scary thing. But for it to be your child, I mean, that's a fair point. There was a Harvest Moon reboot movie trailer a while back that was absolutely hilarious. Why are video game movies always, like, bad? There's definitely going to be some outliers out there. But every video game movie is just, like, notoriously, like, so bad it's good, or just, like, really boring, or, like, doesn't do any service to the original property. I guess the true real answer is that people are just trying to make a quick buck. But there have to be people out there who actually want to make, like, good video game movies and have the, like, resources to do so. The Venn diagram for those two categories of people cannot, like, just never overlap. There's no way it's just, like, two independent circles that never touch. There's got to be some small overlap in there, right? Detective Pikachu was the only one you enjoyed. Detective Pikachu turned out pretty well. That's one of the exceptions to the rule for sure, but the fact that it's a rule is just upsetting in general. Sonic was decent too. Maybe they've been getting better in recent years, I don't know. I haven't seen either of the new Sonic movies. Still waiting for an SCP movie. That's not strictly video game, but it is tangential. I think it would be a cool concept for sure. Only good ones are Arcane and the Cuphead show, and they aren't even movies. I've heard kind of mixed things about the Cuphead show. I've heard it's mostly just like a very average cartoon, but like it's still probably fun. I'd probably still enjoy it. It also doesn't use like the original animation style of like the Cuphead game, which is a little sus, but because that was like one of the big drawing points, one of the big like selling factors of Cuphead was the animation style, which obviously took like an extremely long time. Man, it paid off. Paid off in spades. The best video game movie isn't actually an adaptation. It's Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I love Jumanji so much, just as a concept. It's just like a lot of fun. It kind of scared me as a kid, though. Just like the idea of a board game that like sucks you in and traps you until you can like escape or presumably die instead. Or wait, is that how Jumanji works, or was like the board game came to life? And I don't fully remember. It's been a while since I've seen Jumanji. All I know is that it kind of gave me nightmares as a kid. Wouldn't want to play Jumanji. That's absolutely true. If Jumanji were a real game in real life, which for all I know it is, it might have been a documentary. I have no evidence to the contrary, so... Alright, we're going to call it an early fiber day here to take a walk down to the beach. Hang out with Haley down there as we watch the Moonlight Jellies tonight. Or I guess we'll, you know, have this first. This is like almost always like the first hard event that I ever get with anybody, so seeing it like this late into the game is kind of funny. Ah! How did I come from all the way over there? Turned up at the right moment. Miss, do you have my hot pepper? Please, my knee. It's been aching for days now. Just a single hot pepper, I beg of you. I'll be waiting inside. It was me. I stole the hot pepper. Chloe, I know you worked so hard to grow that hot pepper for George, and you were really looking forward to giving to him, but I'm sorry. I just really like spicy food. It fell out of your pocket when you were on your way to their mines. I thought about returning it, but... then he just trails off. I feel betrayed, Linus. But you know what? I can't even fault you. A good, spicy hot pepper does hit the spot sometimes. It is a shame for good food to go to waste. For George to just, like, rub it all over his knee? Could you imagine? Like, there's no way that even actually works. That's a placebo effect if I've ever heard of it. It's a shame for good food to go to waste. I knew you were an open-minded person. Next time, just grow some more hot peppers. Then George and I can both have some. I mean, don't put it on me, Linus. You're the one who stole it. I'm like writing my own fanfic live in person right now. I'll grow another hot pepper for George and give it to him myself. No worries. Linus, I didn't know you were a gardener. Crazy. This is the movie plot. I'm still standing behind the saloon. I never went out the other side. I just like disappeared there. Wait. Linus, I know what you did. I also saw that hot pepper fall out of Chloe's pocket. I really could have used it as an ingredient for my most recent recipe. But then you snatched it up beforehand. I heard that you're planning on growing some more hot peppers. Do you think maybe you'd like to be business partners? I'll cut you in at 30%, Linus. On the assumption that your hot peppers are good. And that's where the movie starts. This is a great fanfic. What the heck was that sound? I swear I just heard like someone scream or something. I don't know if that was in real life or if that was like a weird effect in the game, but this chili drama is crazy. Coming soon to a theater near you. Stardew Valley, the Pepper Chronicles. That's me? Getting hungry with all the food talk? I'm getting thirsty with all the talk. Let me take a quick drink of water here while we wait. Soon the whole town will be talking about the hot pepper incident. Everyone will be so confused as to why Linus all of a sudden can afford a new house and car. As he and Gus build a hot pepper industry based off the back of this one silly little incident. It's a heavy load of people on an ancient wooden dock. An ancient wooden dock. It's not like this wasn't made in the prehistoric times. This didn't. It looks pretty sturdy to me, Marnie. Should have brought. She always forgets her camera! Exclamation point, Haley. We'll go around talking to people for a bit today. You know, get a few extra friendship points. What couldn't hurt, right? These candles are romantic, aren't they? They are, but Pierre's just like, come buy your fall seeds tomorrow, or I'll break your legs. Hold on, are they? Does anyone actually like buy these banners? I think these would be like super cool to use in like decoration. Moonlight Jelly's banner. I didn't even like realize that was a thing. I just kind of like noticed that and didn't internalize it, and then I like processed it, and I was like, ooh, that's cool. I like the look of that. He wants to see the rare green jelly, exclamation point jelly in chat for Vincent. Show him the rare green jelly. Someone's got to get it right now. Wouldn't that be like the most serendipitous thing ever? The craziest coincidence of all time? To get the actual rare green jelly in chat during the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies in-game. Jazz wants to see the babies as well. We only got a regular Moonlight Jelly this time, I'm afraid. We haven't had hot peppers since the incident, ... Push Vincent into the water. Mork, are you okay? Vincent's just an innocent child. He might want to see the green jellies, but I don't think he wants to see them that up close and personal. Very sweet. Linus. I'll just sneak up when the jellies arrive. I don't want to bother anyone. Oh, now you're playing it all coy, huh? You've shown your true colors this day, Linus. I won't forget that. I think Leia is like all the way over here. I'm paying my respects to another bygone summer. Very poetic, Leia. Very poetic indeed. Vincent is quite a jelly enthusiast. He just wants to go up and give him a big ol' hug. I can't do that to my boy Vincent. Vincent's he's just minding his own business. Look, he's like walking up and down the docks. He's having a good time. All right. Let's watch the Moonlight Jellies dance. Wizard at the back. I do think I missed the wizard, unfortunately, but he should be more front and center if he wants attention, which I don't think he does. So maybe, I guess, you know, mission fails successfully. Yo, baby Moonlight Jelly. Congratulations. Congratulations, Bex. Regular Moonlight Jelly for Lisa. It's been a really long time. Do you think they'll bless us with a rare green jelly? There's no chance, right? 1 in 7 billion odds? Couldn't happen. There's no way. Oh, there's the babies, though. We got some babies at the very least. You'd love to see that. No shot, no shot. It's the rare green jelly! Oh my god, chat! We got it! No way! Clip it! Clip it! It's the rare green jelly for the first time in history! First try rare green jelly, year 1. You saw it here first. Holy mother. I can't believe I caught it live on stream. No shot. What do I do? What do I do? The glow of summer is faded now, and the Moonlight Jellies carry on towards the great unknown. Oh, that was a fun time. Hello? Living hat, real quick. Could you imagine getting the rare green jelly and the living hat on the same day? I would have to be hacking. Did Haley bring her camera? She did not. She always forgets her camera. Exclamation point Haley. It floated right up to me as well, yeah. What are the freaking odds? Alright. Into fall we go. The spreading weeds have caused damage to my farm. Perfect start to a season. Okay, so let's clear out the detritus here. Don't need any more of this nonsense. What I do need, though, is some fall crops. Fall crops bundle. Do I need anything else for this brewer's bundle right now? I don't think anything else is strictly necessary to be made at this exact moment. Fall crops bundle. So I already got corn and, well, the rest of this I still have to grow. Wait, did I have a yam? I think I might have gotten a yam from, yeah, from a Dougie. So we got that. So corn, so I don't need to grow yam, so I just need to grow some pumpkins and some, whatchamacallits, eggplants. A single eggplant, and we'll grow a bunch of pumpkins for the quality crops bundle here, I think. As many pumpkins as I can. Let me see. Is my coop done yet, by the way, actually? It's not done yet, okay. Also gonna need to clear out the detritus around the farm here. Always so much excitement at the start of a new season. Go ahead and water everything. So I don't have that much money to be investing in seeds right now. I could sell... Well, actually, I can't sell, like, all my fiber today and get the money, because I could sell it... I was going to say I could sell it directly to Robin, but that doesn't really work, because she's currently here building a coop. So, unfortunately, I think we're limited with the $159 that I have right now. I probably should have sold fiber last night if I had been thinking about it. Tim Beeb! Playing hide and seek up in the grass here. I see you, buddy. I see you. There's a single stone infiltrating my fiber stronghold. Can't allow that. Currently have a pig farm with over 100 pigs, but farming the truffles is so tedious. Tedious, but profitable for sure. Like if this was Truffleous farm instead of Fibrous farm, challenge would have been done like yesterday. Leave some wood in that chest. Probably would have been a smart idea. Actually, getting started on... If you could only sell truffles for money, getting started on that farm is like basically impossible, right? Like you just can't get truffles outside of buying them from the traveling merchant, so... Literally impossible. Turns out fiber is better than truffles at the end of the day. I always knew it to be true. Hey there, Steph. How you doing? Happy to have you here. Just looking around for any more detritus. This is quite the field full of fun, fibrous fantasy. Quests. We don't have access to the quest board just yet. That'll be fall 2nd. So one more day for that. I will go see how many seeds I can afford right now with this, what I have. And we'll go from there, probably. 159. How many... Can I get at least a single eggplant seed and then some pumpkin seeds? Maybe? Make a habit to always sell your fiber on the last day of a season. I mean, we're not going to need too many seeds going forward after this point. Once we get all the crops done for the community center, that's like, we don't really need to grow any more crops at that point, right? Alright. I can get an eggplant. Eggplant seed is only $5? Yo, you love to see it. Single eggplant seed, and then we just, like, load up on... What would that be? That's going to be 6 pumpkin seeds? And I don't think I need anything else. The wheat... Oh, do I need wheat? Do I need wheat? Did I have the whatchamacallit? I'm thinking of home cooks bundle. Oh, I need wheat flour. 10 milk and 10 eggs. But it's probably better to just buy the wheat flour from Pierre, right? Wheat flour. That's 100 gold? That's 10,000? Oh boy. So it's actually going to be cheaper, in theory, to mill our own wheat flour, but I need a bunch of wheat for that. I didn't even think about that. Wheat seeds are only $2. So I could grow 100 of these for only $200 investment. Then I would be able to, when I get a mill, I can mill that down into wheat flour. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the play, because a mill is only 2,500 gold. We do need 4 bolts of cloth for it as well, which means probably getting some sheep or something like that. Probably better to build the mill, but I'll be watering a lot. Do I have access to some sprinklers? I do have basic sprinkler access for copper bars and iron bars. So I'd need to grind out a bunch of copper and iron to get all that, because that would be... They water 4 tiles each, so if I get 25 of those, which is not that bad in the grand scheme of things, 25 copper and 25 iron would water 100 tiles. Cloth, recycle newspapers, that's the way to go, yeah. For sure, for the cloth. Way better than sheep, that's for sure. So there's definitely like a lot of stuff I could be doing here, so probably go for sprinklers. I'll probably want to make some sprinklers for a nice big wheat field, and then... Okay, yeah, I think I like that. So I'll make a bunch of sprinklers. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and buy 6 pumpkin seeds. Spend all my money on pumpkin seeds. We can sell our 454 fiber here, and then we'll be in a good spot to afford even more pumpkin seeds tomorrow, as well as the wheat seeds we need. I might as well take care of that while I'm thinking about it, right? At least have the wheat ready for when I do get a mill. Rabbits drop wool also. But rabbits would be so expensive. I mean, sheep are also expensive. I think the best way to do it is gonna be... whatchamacallit? Recycling machine. Alright. Eggplant right there. Plant all our pumpkins down here. I will also get some fertilizer. Actually, do I already have any fertilizer left over? I do not. Unless I put it in like one of these chests randomly, no. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and craft some fertilizer for the pumpkins. Hope for the best there. Okay. I'm gonna need more pumpkins than that if I want to have a chance at high-quality pumpkins, though. We could always do the trick that I did with the parsnips, though, to get, like, really high-quality ones. I need one high-quality pumpkin right off the bat in order to make that happen, though. So much to do, all of a sudden. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and sell all this fiber before I forget. Then I shall... What else can I do right now? Oh, I could go look for fall foraging. That's one thing I could do. I could also fish some fall fish. What fish do I need for fall here? Fish tank. Tiger trout. Tiger trout is that a fall or is it exclusively a winter fish? Hydrate the eggplant. I do need to hydrate the eggplant. You're not wrong about that. Hydrate, don't dehydrate. There we go. Then we got ghost fish. I think I have a ghost fish. I just haven't put it in yet. The rest of these are obviously only thing I can do. Sardine is available in the fall. I remember that. It was available in every season except for summer. Tiger trout is a fall fish. Okay. And then walleye is also a fall fish, but it's night fishing. So it probably is only after a certain point in the lake, right? Or in the river as well. Got any mixed seeds? We do have a lot of mixed seeds. That's a valid point. I have 381 mixed seeds. I've been saving them for fiber seed crafting, but we could use some of these to get more pumpkins. That might not be a bad idea. First things first, I do think I want to invest in some sprinklers. So I'm going to need to get 25 iron ore, which is how much? That's 125, or 25 iron bars, which is 125 iron ore. And same for copper, so we'll need to go mining some copper. Yeah. Let me start there. Get some of that going. We can do the fish a little later. There's at least 6 mixed seeds. I mean, you're not wrong. Alright. Let me go... I think we'll go grind a bunch of copper today in the mines, and then we'll go from there. Need to grind a lot of copper, a little bit more iron. I'll grab some hazelnuts as well here, fall foraging. Don't mind if I do. Wild plum, I also need, I think, a common mushroom, and what's the last fall forage? I, like, always forget. Blackberry, blackberry. Blackberry, blueberry. I like how Clint says that he could use the cash like you didn't drop 150k on iridium tools. I don't know what kind of lifestyle Clint leads, but you're so right. I don't know why he needs that much money. Alright, I already have a copper bar here. I've got a little bit of ores here to help subsidize things, but I'm still gonna need a lot more copper ore. So we'll take that. We'll go floor 20-ish, and we'll go... Okay, maybe we won't use floor 20 to grind copper today. That's kind of awkward. I usually use floor 20. What's a good floor for grinding copper otherwise? We did like floor 10 into floor 11. Does this work? There's a little bit of copper here. He's at the bar nearly every day like Pam. It's true, yeah. Kind of sad, unfortunately. Man, I wish Clint had more of a character arc, more of a story to him. It feels like the setup for a story is there, but it's just, like, never capitalized on. He's always just, like, the butt of every joke. I like how in Price of Perfection you were basically just a Scrooge, but in this challenge you're just poor. Literally am poor, yeah. I have 4 gold to my name right now. Saw an opportunity for stone and I took it. Is this like the best way that I have right now to farm copper ore? I can't think of any better way. Like, is this, I mean, maybe this floor is just not copper rich. Usually use floors 20 to 30 for copper, but you don't know if that's efficient or not. That's what I usually do too. I usually go like to floor 21 and like reset that one, but right now floor 21 is infested, so it kind of puts me in an awkward spot. Maybe I could grind some more iron, I guess, but I honestly don't think I need much more iron. I could also grind floor 15, maybe? I don't know, maybe because my go-to method for grinding copper is kind of stymied right now. Instead, I will wait until tomorrow to do that, so that I can do the way that I'm most comfortable with. Instead, I'll just bring a bunch of this stuff back for right now. And then we'll just go fishing. Ores never spawn on odd-numbered elevator floors. I think I knew that, but I just, like, was hopeful. Good to have confirmation there, though. Alright, there's not a whole lot. I mean, it'll probably switch over to the night fish. I don't know when the walleye is available as far as, like, night fishing goes. I'm pretty sure the tiger trout is available in, like, rivers and stuff until, I want to say, like, 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Might as well go get that one done if I can here. Usually just start at the top of the mine to grind copper. That's a good way to do it too, honestly. I think floors 20 to 30 are pretty optimal though, from what I remember. Alright. Favorite little fishing nook right here in front of Haley and Emily's place. And I guess Jody's place is there too. Walleye is only in the rain. You're so right. This might be a tiger trout. That's a salmon. I'm a little rusty on my fish, I guess. I should have gone for that treasure, honestly. It could have been something good. I'm just blind to the treasure these days. This one is a rainbow trout? No, rainbow trout's only summer. This is a salmon again. Yo, iridium quality salmon though. 98 energy? Holy moly. Too calm for a tiger trout. Tiger trouts can be like fool you sometimes. Sometimes they're very erratic, and sometimes like they can throw you off. This would be probably maybe a sunfish or a smallmouth bass. Oh, Haley. Does she go out to the woods for like photography in fall too? I thought that was like a spring exclusive thing. Okay, we'll go say hi to her in a second. Probably another smallmouth bass here. I'm gonna smell like fish, which is, you know, not her favorite probably. It's fall already. Yeah, she's just so surprised. Time does fly like that, man. As you get older, the seasons just come quicker. It's the way of the world. Anyone who's at university, what are you studying? I would also be interested to know that. For those who might be interested in divulging such information. When I went to university for a year, I was in computer science. It was interesting for the most part, but I was just not in the right mental space to learn about it at the time. Elementary education. So like becoming an elementary school teacher? That sounds awesome. If I had the inclination to become a teacher, I think I would want to be an elementary school teacher. I think it would be so satisfying. Probably also a smallmouth bass here. And I don't think, yeah, I think that's when tiger trout go to sleep. Unfortunately. That's alright. Might surprise everyone, but you're studying computer science as well. Charodziej, yeah, I probably could have guessed. Seems like you're doing pretty well, too. You're studying linguistics, which is fun, which is also almost done your MA. Nice. Linguistics is another one that I could definitely see myself studying. I always have, like, questions about language, and language is just fascinating to me in general, and I know it's, like, there's a whole big world of that out there. Philosophy, ooh. But you're gonna go to law school. Oh my goodness, RSB, you are you are of many talents. You go into teachers college for grades 7 to 12 once you graduate. That's very exciting. We got some teachers in chat. Some prospective teachers. Math. Any chemical engineers? We got a whole big spectrum of people out here. And hey, if you're not in university or college or anything like that, no worries. You got your own things going on, I'm sure. Okay. Let me go. You know what? I'm just excited I could go to the mines and grind some fiber today, and it would probably be a smart thing to do. But I'm just honestly kind of excited to see tomorrow and get to like have access to like the community quests and stuff to see if I can unlock fiber seeds. I'm feeling lucky today. It's like that Google button that probably doesn't exist anymore. I'm feeling lucky where you just click it and it takes you to like a random search result. What the heck was the deal with that? That was just it was like so weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep for the night. You studied biomedical engineering for like 22 years, which was a typo. Then you dropped out because of mental health, and now I'm gonna go back to Germany to study computer science. Nice, Ayana. I'm happy for you. I'm glad that you've that your mental health has you took care of yourself, which it was kind of the same boat that I was in. Like I had to take care of my own mental health, and that's why I was not in a good spot for school at the time, and I hope you're doing better now. 22 years would be a heck of a time to be studying it for sure. You'd have to be a master of your craft by that point. All right, chat. Today is the moment of truth. Number one, we have a coop. I don't have enough money for a single chicken even, but the coop is now here. I believe, anyway. I honestly should put some mixed seeds in the ground, if only for a chance at more pumpkins and stuff. I need to clear more of this field out as well. I have not been tending to my farm very well. I've been mostly grinding fiber, in case you hadn't noticed. It's kind of the name of the game here. Just gonna clear this all out. I know it's kind of wasted hay potential, but we have so much grass around here anyway that I'm not really sweating it too much. Timbeeb, I hear you. I hear your cries, my fine furry friend. Coop is not finished. All right, cool. Coop is not finished. I guess it's because one of the days that we were supposed to have the coop being built was a holiday. It was the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies, so Robin just took that day off, understandably. That's all right. Should be done tomorrow then, I'm pretty sure, right? But the tangent I was really gonna go on was thumbs up if you think we're gonna get the community center. Not community center, but the community cleanup quest to get fiber seed recipe. Thumbs down if no, if we're gonna have to wait at least another week for that. I would love to be blessed with it first and foremost, right now, right here, right now. I put the offer out. I don't want to chase you down, but I know you see it. I think there's a chance. I mean, there's literally a chance. I showed up at the perfect time. We hear about all these hot peppers going missing, so we're putting up a wanted poster for on this board that we just built. Lewis, all you did was hold the nails. Robin, wait a second. Hold on. How did she get here? Robin's secret twin confirmed? You're so right. I just saw you hammering on my farm, not but 2 minutes ago. How'd you beat me here? That's wild. With Fibrous Farm back in business. Business is a bit of a strong term for that one. The local economy has really been picking up. Oh, has it now? As a result, some of the local townsfolk have been asking me for a way to source local ingredients for their businesses or personal projects. Lewis, you don't have to make a big show of it. I know you just want people to like gather outside in front of your house so you can have more of an active social life instead of having to like go all the way around town and talk to everybody. Having them all consolidated in one place around this board, you know, saves you time. I appreciate it. I appreciate the hustle. Maybe if the bed turns out well, I'll start selling them in my shop. I look forward to helping. But only one person I look forward to helping. Cleanest village in the world. You're on board. Look at that. Did you see Lewis's face? That was a unique sprite. The most deadpan, like, dissatisfied expression I've ever seen on that man. And all of a sudden I'm back here now. You couldn't just drop me in front of the board? Time loss. Not only did she beat you there, but she managed to build a whole sign too. It's, you know what, you're not wrong. It wasn't there yesterday. All right, what do we got? Fingers crossed. Please. Please. No shot. Robin's Resource Rush. I could have used that yesterday when I was trying to do the stone chest freaking speed run. Aquatic overpopulation. For unknown reasons, the local population of albacore have grown to an unsustainable level. I need a local angler to help reduce their numbers. Is there a good reason to do either of these? Because I will get money for doing these, right? Which is not something that I want. I don't want to have to, like, spend, like, $7,000 on Jojo Cola, however much you get for, like... Because, like, you get a lot of money for some of these quests. I know that for a fact. Yeah, we do get money for doing some of these quests. I actually don't think you get any for doing the community cleanup quest, but... Even if we do, we'll just spend it on Jojo Cola. So I don't think there's any purpose to doing either of these or taking them because neither of them are longer than a week. So there's no point to taking either of them right now. That's a humdinger right there. All right. Oh, I was in town. I'm supposed to go buy my my seeds. I need to buy more seeds. I need to buy 100 wheat seeds, which sounds insane, but I technically do need to do that for the home cook bundle. And then I need to buy pumpkin seeds as well. However many pumpkin seeds I can get. Let's give it a whirl here. Pierre. All right. So I will buy a lot of wheat seeds. 100 wheat seeds for $2 a pop is not too bad. Taking it at least gets it out of the rotation. I mean, it would if it lasted longer than a week, but like because it'll like refresh on Monday anyway, I think they could show up again, right? Unless maybe it's programmed to not show up back-to-back weeks if you take it, but I don't know. I guess there's no downside to taking one of them, so maybe I should. We also need chicken money. That's very true. We're starting to hit the more complex part of this challenge now. All right, but I do need more pumpkin seeds. Or do I just go mixed seeds? I might just go mixed seeds, honestly, and save my money. But I do need the mixed seeds for fiber seeds. It's so difficult. It's so hard. It's such a complex challenge. There's so many different factors to consider. I'm going to go ahead and buy some pumpkin seeds, though. I'm just going to buy... I'll just buy 10 pumpkin seeds. You know what? Spend all the money. We're going for it. Go big or go home at this point. I thought it left the quest up on the board if you take it, though. Maybe it does. I guess, Wait, if you take it or if you don't take it? You know, let's do a little experimentation here. I accept your Robin's Resource Rush quest. I'm not going to do it, though. 1,000 wood? I don't got time for that when I'm grinding fiber every day. There's not enough room for 2 grinds in this challenge, Robin. I'm sorry. You're going to have to get your wood somewhere else. Actually, I don't even think that she, like, we give her the wood. We still get to keep the wood. She just wants to see me get 1,000 wood for some reason. Have a good one there, Tyler. Enjoy your golfing session. All right, so I'm not going to put these 100 wheat seeds in the ground just yet. I will put in the pumpkin seeds, though. The pumpkin seeds I don't mind watering manually, but the wheat seeds, watering 100 wheat seeds manually, that's kind of where I draw the line, I think. Seems like a little too much grunt work for me. I mean, if there was no other way to do it, then I would do it, but if it's that or just, like, grind the materials for sprinklers, I think one of those is a clearly head and shoulders above the other option. Robin really just said, bet you won't. She really did. That's kind of what that quest is. She's like, hey, I bet you won't get 1,000 wood. And I'm like, all right, I'll take that bet. And then I just don't get 1,000 wood. And I'm like, wow, you were right, Robin. Speaking of, how you doing over there, Robin? She looks so happy. Because she knows I'm gonna try to get 1,000 wood. Little does she know the sad truth that awaits her. Alright, now for real, I'm gonna go try and grind some copper ore today. Provided that the floor that I used to grind it is not infested once more. I think that technically can happen, but the odds of it are not great, so we should be safe today. How many times does it rain in the average month? I might only need to water them a couple times. I mean, that's true. But I mean, I also would feel like I need to feel like a productive farmer. I feel like kind of, you know, I'm just spinning my wheels on this farm. I'm just going and grinding fiber day in, day out. And I mean, at the end of the day, that is what I need to do. You know what, maybe you're right. Because I'm not going to need the sprinklers anyway for the fiber seeds. Maybe we just rely on the rain. That might be a galaxy brain play, honestly, Pelinar. I think that's probably the way I'm going to go here. So let's go plant, you know, let's go do that. Let's go plant the wheat seeds. Just a whole big field of wheat. I will need some scarecrows to cover all that. But I think I have the resources for scarecrows. No, I don't have the resources for scarecrows because I sold all my fiber. How much fiber do you need for a scarecrow again? 20 fiber? Okay, I can just go grind a little bit of fiber here. No guarantee rain days in fall. I mean, if we get really astronomically unlucky and just don't get like any rain days, then I can manually water 4 days. I guess like that's not the end of the world. I just have to remember to do that when push comes to shove. But the fact that we don't need the wheat like immediately right now, like there's no real time crunch on the wheat, makes it makes me not worry as much about it, is what I should say. I'm gone for not even 2 in-game days, and you've already managed to spend most of your money again. I bought a bunch of pumpkins, and a bunch of pumpkin seeds, rather, and a bunch of wheat seeds. And now we're back at ground zero, baby. Yeah, I need high-quality pumpkins for the quality crops bundle. Which is really the main reason I was doing that. Alright, we got 20 fiber there. I'm gonna get 40. Actually, you know, no, I will get 40. I think having 2 extra scarecrows is not a bad idea. Almost called them stare-crows. They do stare at the crops. And I guess they technically stare at the crows, too, and that's how they scare them. Do scarecrows, like, work in real life? I mean, they must, obviously. Because they're like an invention that exists, and I don't know if they get used like all that much in modern times, but they had their place in history, I'm sure. But like, why do they work? How can they be so effective? It's just are crows really that nervous about like, they're really that shy? Like they see a single person moving, not moving, just standing completely immobile in the middle of a field, and they're like, ooh, I don't want to get close, I'm scared. Some kind of birds figure out that they don't work. Yeah, I always thought birds would be, like, smarter than that. Like, birds are supposed to be, like, pretty smart, right? They work at scaring me. You know what? Fair. I can't deny that I would be pretty spooked seeing like a scarecrow just like hanging out in the dark if I was alone. Even though I know that there's like nothing they can do to hurt me, it's just like a very creepy presentation, I suppose. Okay. Also put away this forage for right now until we get a common mushroom and a blackberry to finish that off. Now, I will grab 100 wheat seeds. Gonna go ahead and grab the fiber as well. I might as well make these scarecrows while I'm thinking about it. I need the coal and I need the wood. I think that's all I need for scarecrows, right? Just make 2 of those sons of guns. And then I will need probably my copper axe to clear out some extra space down here. We'll make our own little distinct wheat field separate from everything else. I think that's I think that'll be fun. Bird brain is a common phrase, though. I guess that's true, yeah. Or it was common. I mean, it's still a phrase that exists, but... I mean, birds are not as smart as humans on average, I would say. But I would also say that birds... I don't know, they feel like they're more intelligent than the average animal, but maybe that's just me ascribing too much D&D influence to them, where you got like talking birds like Kenku and stuff. I don't know. Okay. Oh, I should also fertilize those other pumpkins up there that I put in the ground today. In fact, let me do that now while I'm thinking about it, once I get this first little bit clear here. Okay. Craft me. I'm going to need to clear up my inventory a little bit. Go craft me some fertilizer now. I just need 10. There we go. Alright, so I just need to do a 10 by 10 thing for the wheat here. So we'll just start right here and go from here. Okay. And then, will it work if I put scarecrows on like either side of them? And then so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll need to clear up more space here. Just make a nice little square. Crows are super smart? Apparently not. If they're getting spooked by like this thing, you're gonna tell me this is scaring you? That felt like super aggressive for just a single bat, but I didn't really have any other options. Alright, this is 1, 2. Let me get my tile marker out. My measuring tape. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we just complete the square here. I think that's, yeah, that lines up. And then if I put scarecrows, like, probably don't even, like if I do like one like right here and one like right down here. Actually, even one scarecrow might be able to cover all that, but I think having 2, just even for peace of mind, is gonna be better. And honestly, you know what? I kind of rather have them on the sides a little bit. Maybe I'm crazy that way, but that way at least like the bottom one doesn't block my view of any crops. Something like that. Is this a frost bat? Where the heck did you come from? It's not winter yet. Alright. You're definitely spooked. It's just Greg. Greg's not gonna hurt anybody. Do you think you'd be more scared of a scarecrow that looks like this, with like its arms like drooping by its sides? Or one of those that's like up on a cross, like being T-posed? What's the more threatening stance? Just, you know, standing there staring ominously? Or T-posing all over you? Personally, I think the T-pose is a very proficient display of dominance. So I think a scarecrow that's T-posing is probably more adept than a scarecrow that's not T-posing. There's something to be said about the droopy arms at the sides as well. Like that, like, I don't know. There's some kind of untapped potential in those arms. A-posing is scarier. A-posing is kind of underrated. the last little piece right there. All right, good stuff. So now, as long as we get a few good days of rain, I think we'll be in good shape. Literally only need 4 days of rain, so I think we'll be all right. Bottom might not be covered. I think the bottom should be covered. Like, scarecrows always have a way bigger range than I expect them to. Like, I think, like, one scarecrow, if I put it, like, in the middle here somewhere, would have covered the entire thing just fine. But then my symmetry would be hurt. But no lightning. Yeah, we're gonna hope for no lightning. That's very true. Because I have exactly 100 wheat. Maybe I should have gotten some extras just in case, but... Alright, gonna go to sleep for the night. There we go. No rain on the first day here, but that's all good. Well, I know this is a little early, but I think I'm actually gonna call the stream here. I've got some other things I had to do today, unfortunately, and I know, and I'm also just getting kind of hungry, but I don't know. I just feel the need to call a stream early today. Maybe it's because I had back-to-back streams and we, like, ran late last night, and so it might be ending early today just to compensate, but that's not really where my brain's at. I don't know. I just feel like my brain is kind of fried today. So I'm going to probably take off a bit early here, if you don't mind. But regardless, I hope you did have a fun time here on Fibrous Farm. We finally got into fall. Got our first look at the community quest board. Did not get lucky, unfortunately, to get the community cleanup quest. But it will come eventually, and when it does, oh man. Oh boy. Oh geez. Fiber seeds are on the horizon. Fiber seeds are hot and ready and coming our way soon. Sooner rather than later, and when they do, this whole challenge is going to evolve into a brand new form. No hat, though. That's true. No living hat today, I'm afraid. But the optimism is still there. We'll just get it next time. No worries. I hope everyone here has a fantastic long Labor Day weekend. Whatever you plan on doing, I hope that it goes well for you. And I hope to see you again on Monday for whatever stream I plan to do then. I thought I had more to say, but it turns out I just have an awkward silence for you, so. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day, a good weekend, and all that. I will leave you with the requisite fan art compilation, as per usual. And I'll see you on the flip side. This is Argon Matrix, signing on out. Thank you and good night. Bye!